Welcome, everybody. If you're just tuning in, we just wrapped up some Helldivers. We're going to do a little bit of Fusion 360 design. I got a bunch of stuff. Sorry for the crinkle here. I got a bunch of stuff that I got to work on for work. And they're just practical designs. Nothing's fancy. They're pretty basic and straightforward. And I want to work on them for work. So it makes my work a little bit easier. There he is. So we're gonna open that up. It's gonna be really boring for a lot of you. It could be interesting if you've never seen it before and how it's done. I am not a professional. I am self-taught, just with some YouTube videos and tinkering, and I've never really gone down the rabbit hole even. I've learned a few key things to do things, and even those I forget. So that's your disclaimer. If you watch this after fact, or if you're jumping in, I barely know what I'm doing. Okay? All right. So don't get mad at me, because I'm not doing it the right way, because I don't know what the heck we're doing here. So I have some notes here. You'll see me looking down at my phone every now and then, and that's just me getting all the dimensions and all that stuff together. So we can do something like this. There we go. There we go. Oh. One sec. What is happening? Everything's locked up on me here. One sec, guys. Spending 29K. Yeah, I know. I don't know what the heck's going on. But we've definitely picked up the pace. Okay. All right. I think I got it. I think I got everything working now. I was getting some issues here. All right, so this is here. Let's get some music going. How about that? What do you guys want? What kind of music do you want? Jade, you pick. Your first one to comment on the new stream. What would you like to hear? What style of music? Because it's all royalty free, so I can kind of pick a style, but I can't do much else from there. But we can get something jamming. I wonder if I can just type in jamming in here. Jamming, traffic jamming, jamming downtown. These are songs, jam band, Jamie Perkins. What's a jam band? Oh, there's one song. Okay, that doesn't work either. Yeah, jamming didn't work. Some rock? 2000s? Rock, alternative rock, indie rock, roots rock, post rock. Rock Essentials, best of 2023. Ew, that's probably awful. There we go. Let me know when it's playing. This is just a random. Again, this is all roots rock. Okay, we can do roots rock. Roots rock. Is this what you want, Jade? Do we want? Okay. So, what we are doing... We'll get into it now. It does sound country. It doesn't sound like rock at all. Yeah, cowboy. Yeah, this is not. Yeah, that's not rock at all. We're just gonna go to rock. Okay. We'll try this. Let me know if it needs to go up or down. Spreadsheet PTSD. I don't know why my chat isn't. One second. We're gonna pull up chat again. We're gonna do a little refresh on our chat. Welcome, Walter and Kisker. Ace. Sorry, I don't know why that was. It wasn't showing the chat again. I'm having issues. So this is Fusion 360. This is just like the free version. If you were to use it for professional use, like if I actually got into creating the stuff, I would have to actually buy a the license. I'd have to do it. So yeah, so this is what it looks like. This is your plane. You have your different axis stuff. Your Z axis is your vertical. You can see all that up in the top right. So what I'm thinking of making is it's basically a door block, like a door jam. So we have one of our doors that we can't put like one of the door stops on the floor, because when you step on that area of the floor, it sinks just a little bit, and then the door moves. It kind of chirps across the floor, and it drives me absolutely bonkers. So what I want to do is basically create something like I'm gonna make it over here out of the way. It's basically just gonna be almost like this, right? Oh, no. Stop that. And it's going to come down here, and it's going to block. Right, so here's the door. Like, here's the actual door. Right? And this is the door jamb. Obviously, this is not to size. But this is going to go in here and stop the door from being able to close. So it'll basically jam the door. But now we have to actually do that. So I need to find that in here. Or could we do something that might be a little bit easier? I have so many like little things that I want to do. Oh no, it didn't save. That's annoying. Oh no, it's not there. Okay, we might not be able to do that one. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. Here's another door jam thing. But we also have a clamp, which maybe we'll try that one. It's a little bit simple, just because I don't want to get into something else where I have to really mess with stuff, and it's going to take me forever because I'm not that great at this. 41 mils. Okay, so we got. So everything's in millimeters. That's how I like to measure it. All of this stuff is all in mils as well. And then you can create like a project line as well. But I never make them. I just make the normal lines because my stuff isn't that detailed, so I never have to worry. So this is the space between, because 3D printers are native. Yeah, he was like Kisker. So many people, mostly Americans, like, when I was looking at tutorials and stuff like that, they were using inches for their measurements. I'm like, why? It's not nearly as, like, precise, right? And this is just so much, it's so much easier. But anyways, people don't like metric. They're crazy. They're crazy. Okay, so that's the gap. Okay, and then it's basically it's 16 by 33. So what this is, I'm making this is a clamp. So I have a shelving system, and I don't have a place to put my stepladder where it's like in a good spot. So this clamp is basically just going to clamp into the shelving system that I have and then just rest over the stepladder so it doesn't fall over. You can get as precise, but metric is easier. But it gets crazy into fractions and just crazy nonsense, you know? You know? Later learn more mm to work with things in native and just Google 237 to inches and get my American measurements, your freedom measurements, right? Oh shit. 98 mils, really? And then we have 98. So if I hit, there we go. I don't know why that didn't work. There we go. And then here's the basically the rest of the clamp. So we're working on this in reverse here. Okay. And then we can do this is how much of a nerd I am. I always have my I have my measuring tape on my desk for my measurements for when I'm measuring all my stuff. Like I don't even put this back in my like where I have all my other tools just because I'm always using it for something. All right, so I know this doesn't really look like much right now. But what this is going to do is I want to bring that about 30 mils. We'll do 40. So now we're going to extract these by 40 mil. Oh, actually, we can. All of this needs to be extract this all by a mil first. Ah, see, that's the one thing I haven't learned how to do yet, Kisker, since you're into this sort of thing, is when I extract these, it leaves behind the rest of the sketch. Okay. See, like, if I try to... Okay, there it goes. Okay, never mind. That worked. That was okay. We'll just make this solid 10. Make it a little beefy. So what's going to happen, like... This is the rough design, so on my shelving system, there's 2 holes, right? And there's a gap of 41 mils between the 2 holes. And then there are 33 mils, not quite, but 33 mils in size. And then this is basically just going to... It's just going to go on top of my thing here, and it's going to clamp my step ladder will be right here. And this just goes across, and then it's clamped. And then we're done. Right? But... That's it. I do know that chamfer your corners is the thing. It makes things easier to print, but also stronger. Yes. So you never want to have like straight edges like this, especially like here. Depending on how you print this. So we would print this. Yeah. So if we print it like this, it's because it's the layer lines are going to be here. So your weak spots are going to be here. Like this would peel this way, like left or right. It would snap and come away. But if you chamfer it, if you go like this, or fillet, and you can do a little fillet, and you can actually do a little bit of a curve action, like just enough, and that just beefs up that corner. And now you're good. And same with these. And sometimes it's just nice to not have straight edges like that. Oh. And it makes it look so pretty. You see that wants to do the whole shebagle there. Because I changed it into one piece. I don't like this music, Jade. I think we fucked up. We're gonna leave that one alone. Prince always say break all corners. Deal with fraction systems all day long. I look at prints all day, every day. Yeah, no thanks, Ace. I like tinkering with it, you know. Little hands, at least I find you handy. Yeah, it's funny because the people I work with now, they're like, wait, Nate, can you fix this or can you do this? I'm like, yeah, I can do that. And it's like really simple stuff. For me, oh, shoot. But for them, not so much, right? Oh, did I not grab this corner? What is happening? There we go. I don't know what I'm doing. I think my brain's shutting down. See, if I try to do that now, it's probably going to fuck up. Oh, no, there it goes. 3. And this might not even work. This is just like a simple little print. I don't know if that's a good idea. I'm sure it's fine, though, right? We could curl it back if we wanted to. And there's a little print. And that'll just plop in my shelf. And that's it. And she's done. I think it's just whatever this business is. I just don't know what's going on. I like the instrumental, I think, is maybe what we need here. You know? Let's try something. Just get rid of the whiners. Yeah, that's that. I'm gonna do a little one of these because I don't know if I have everything set up for safety saving. Why below the grid, not above? Oh, I flipped it around, Ace. We're actually here. Sorry, this is the top. So here we're on the top. See the top right. And then this will print here, and there's no supports needed. This isn't really going to be an item that's going to be under stress or anything, so I don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, it's just a flip to show you how it was going to go into, like, to do its job. But if I printed it like this, you get this floating area here, so I would need to support this with supports in the print. and there's more time, and then it's not a nice smooth finish, blah blah blah. Depending on what you're doing, you have to keep in mind your orientation. So I could print it on its side, like pretend like right here is like the base plate and it prints vertical like this. Then I would only need to put supports in here between this piece and this piece, because again, this is a floating piece here. It would just be some like little tree looking things, and then we could do it that way. I'm not showing you guys because I didn't flip it over. Oh my god. Let me pop back over. I'm an idiot. Okay. Ace, sorry. This is the underside. This was just to show you guys, but yeah, it's all about supports. So if I were to print it like this, then I need supports here. If I print it like this, I need supports here. Yeah, my brain's cooked, I think. What's up, Kenneth? How's it going? New 3D printing streamer. I wish, man. I wish I was smart enough for that. I like doing this stuff a lot. I just don't know enough. I would like to have the time and money to be able to go to school just so I could learn how to do this properly for fun. I mean, it would be really cool to do like tinkering and creating and drafting stuff for a living, but I don't know. I think I might get burnt out. Technically, you would try to bridge a lot and end up looking up. Yeah, this is a big gap to bridge though. Remember, this is 98 mils. So what is that in inches? 4 inches? That's a lot. It would sag. It wouldn't be able to do it. Keep telling people we need more 3D modelers with 3D printing in mind to make better models to actually print. Yeah, some people are just crazy clever on how they do stuff. Okay, we're gonna save this. The save location where it is, and I'll clamp, I guess. I don't know. Let's do a I'm gonna make a new folder. Huge. 24.5 is 1 inch. Yeah, it's a big gap for the plastic. Like the plastic can bridge a kind of okay, but only so far. I'm just checking a couple things here, making sure that I can open this other thing. Here, you know what I'll do? I'll pull you over here again. Okay, so this is the slicer for bamboo. So this is where you'd actually print. This is where you'd actually have your file, and you would print it. Give me 1 sec. Just gonna open these other folders out outside of this. Sorry, I'm not set up for this, and I don't want to dox myself. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta be careful. Is that not? Oh shoot! I saved it wrong. I saved the actual Fusion file. I didn't save the I didn't save it as an STL file. Womp womp. Give me a sec. Other clamp. Okay. All right, here we go. Yeah, be safe and sorry. Yeah. Depends on the printer and material. I've seen bridges with 100 mil. They just take a bit, even if it's printed well. More cooling needed and such. Yeah, and then it takes so long, right? But here it is. So this is what it will look like where it's not in like a design land. This is the clamp. So if I were to take this right now, we slice this print, which is what it's called. It's ready to go. I can't flip this upside down. Right? There's no supports needed. It's going to print, you know, from the bottom of the plate up. If I pull this down, that's how it's going to print. So these are all the layers, and it'll just keep working its way up like that. But if we go back and we take this and we actually swap the orientation, we could do it like 90 here. Like this. Right? If we slice this, it's gonna be like, yo, we got some floating cantilevers here. What you need is you need some supports. So you put in the supports, re-slice, and we got that. So you can do that, or it's crazy that it doesn't want to do it here. You can change, like, I haven't really messed around with it too much. But you can change, like, so you can actually put these supports right on here if you wanted to, instead of that. But, yeah, this print here, 2 hours and 32 minutes to print, and it's going to cost me $2.45. So for a clamp that's special made to fit my need exactly, it would cost me $2.45 and then 2.5 hours of print time. So, well worth it in my mind. For sure. Yeah, so it does a lot of the stuff for you. Like, they've come a long way, as far as, here, we can even do like a 90 here. So you can actually click this, and you can click on, like, lay on face, like that. You can do that, and then orient it. No, make sure that we are, yeah, see, it wants to flip it there. But yeah, so if we do it this way, right, which is actually how it would clamp, same thing. It's going to be like, we're going to throw in some supports here. There's going to be quite a few. But it does a lot of the work for you. Yeah, this is taking a long time. Yeah, look. So these are the tree supports. You can't go with the other support, which is like like the normal, which is more like a brick. See, like this would be a nice big brick in here, and then you just peel that away. Bamboo has been working on getting their automatic settings even better. Before, you'd had to play around with your distance between the supports and the actual print. Like, if you look here, you can see there's a little bit of a gap, kind of, right here. Not much. It's like the Z distance, the Z gap. But anyways, it makes it so it still supports your design, but it doesn't leave marks all over it. Shit. Cost not including electricity. Yeah, the electricity is not a lot either. Ace, my buddy does it on the side for. It's a big part of his, like, I don't want to say it's like on the side because he does it as a big part of his job. For like money, and he's actually like dialed in how much his units use and electricity and all that stuff, and he's like, it's minimal. Like, you wouldn't even really notice it. Now, if you got a print farm, that's different. But if you got like a few printers at home and you're pumping out stuff, you wouldn't even notice. But if you look here, like the cost, remember it was like $2.45 or whatever. Now it's $4, and it's going to take 3 hours and 25 minutes. So it definitely would take more time. You may still have to tweak those settings. Yeah, exactly. It's not a one-size-fits-all. You have to play around with it and know your printer, know what you're printing with, and all that stuff. For basic PLA or PDG, they're pretty straightforward. And also design of the print that you're doing, too. So I have a smart outlet so I can watch kilowatts. Yeah, see, I would like to get something like that, but for me, I have one printer that I use, every few weeks, so I don't use a lot. Filming consumes much higher with all that support. Yeah, and then you just throw it out. Like, you can, if you're really into it, you can get, a shredder, and then you can shred your wasted prints, and then you get the extruder, and you can make your own filament. But that's a big undertaking. That's a lot. You got to really want to be into that side of the business as well, if this is something that you were gonna jump into. But yeah, so we would just flip that. We'd hit slice. I don't even know what colors I have on there. White, like a teal, and then like a green. I don't know if I want to use PG for this. It's a very simple print. Probably don't want to use it. I don't know if I want to use white. Whatever. We're gonna use white. And we're gonna print. What's going on here? Thank you. Okay. I haven't printed anything in a while. The last thing I printed was PTG, and now A1. Oh yeah, A1's the thing. But why it's not letting me pick A2 for some reason? Let's see if we can reload it. Shredding your wasted is a bit more expensive than people think to get going. You need basically stockpile like me a ton of waste. Yeah, there's people that will actually take other people's shredded waste, and then they'll give them like a spool back depending on how much they give them, or they'll give them a discount on a spool or something like that. So like that's how they kind of get people to send them their waste. They use their waste, and then they'll give them something back in return, but they're still ahead of the game, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it doesn't want to print. I'm gonna have to screw with this tomorrow. Let's okay, let's switch over here. We're gonna leave that. We got that saved. That file's done. We're gonna make a new one. We're gonna go. Yeah, this will just be a simple part. Okay. So this is the next thing I want to do, which I think I found the measurement that I needed. Where'd it go? Oh, this one is more of a there's a little bit more to it, but I think I know what I'm doing with this design, I think. So basically this is another door. And the angle on it. So this is another thing. So this one, the door is open, and we want it to stay open. There's a block on the one side, but we don't want it bouncing around, because right now it can kind of move a little bit, and we don't want anyone getting their finger stuck in it. So I found out the angle is 64 degrees, right? I don't know how much of a piece I want to do here, though. So this is the door, right? So let's just say here's one part, right? And this is where the hinge is here. And then this is like basically the door here. Right? So I want to make a block, because this is the void in the back. So I need to make a block in here, between here and here. Right? That will stop this from wiggling back and forth. But at the same time, I need it to hook over the hinge. Oh, hey, Rex. You did not know you could see your filament cost in the G. Yeah, and you could set it to whatever. So if you buy a spool, $10, you could put that in there yourself, which is handy, right? So you can change the prices depending on where you are. Sometimes it's all right. So there is actually a 10 millimeter gap. So we're gonna delete this. We're gonna do 10 mil, right? And then we need to get a 60. Actually, I don't want to do it like that. I want to kind of do it kind of on an angle here. We're gonna do it like this. And then we need it to have... See, I've never done this before. Okay. See, I know now that's what it's trying to do. Okay. Almost need to do like... Oh, shoot. That's not what I want. I don't know if I could do that the way that I'm thinking I could do it. Yeah. See, it's trying to do the angle from there. This is what I'm not used to. Joining the cool kids on Twitch. Yes. Yeah, not a lot of action on Twitch, which is fine. I don't really okay, we're going to try this again. 60 That's a 64 angle, but I need this to have 10 mils in here, right? So what if I do 10 like that? Right? Because that is the... That'll be different now, right? I'm gonna have to play with this a little bit. My brain's not working. I can't envision what I need to do, and I didn't take a picture, and I should have. Because this is the gap where the hinge is. So I think, I don't actually, what if I... Take this across. How big do I want this to be? 40 maybe? It's a hinge here. This is the flat wall. And then now we do... Yeah, see it. It wants to go from there. I want it to do the angle from there. But it's trying to do it for this, which is not going to give me an accurate thing. It is, Alita. It is. I don't even know how to make a hollow box with a lid in Fusion, so he's got to be... Not the quantity, it's the quality. Yeah, I hear you, Jade. I hear you. Here, how about... I'll show you. Kisker. Here's a box, right? We're going to extract that box. We're going to make it 50 mil high, right? You want to make it hollow, you can hit O for an offset. And then you click the edge that you want to offset. And then you can either go out or in. So we'll do -5. You can also do a hole. Oh, we flipped upside down. At some point, we flipped upside down. 1 second. Trying to show you, and now we're messed up. Okay, we're going to flip over. We're going to be on the underside. We're on the bottom now. Okay. We're making a new one. We're starting over. So I don't know what I did. I flipped the whole thing, trying to be fancy. But yeah, you can do that. You extract it. We're doing 50. Right, we're up top. Click on the face you want. You hit O. Click on the thing that you want to offset from. We're going to do -5, which brings it in versus out, and we're upside down again. Whatever. Then we hit extract, and we're going to bring it down 40. So we have a 10 mil thing, and here's our box. You got a box. And then if you wanted a lid for it, you already know, like, the size of the box. Right? It's kind of how you would do it. You could draw on this face if you really wanted to. Right? See, it's going under. It's gone underneath though. That's the tricky part. But how I've done it before is I just drew the lid next to it. Do I Tinkercad? I've never tried Tinkercad. No. Never tried it.
Happy Friday night, Nate and chat.
See, now we're inside now. I didn't want to do it that way. But now we have a box. A box in a box. We could go like this. Yeah, see the box. Oh, it's because I've done it backwards when I flipped everything. I think my buddy uses the Tinkercad thing. He's done an alright job with that. But anyways, yeah, if you find out like the dimension of it, then you can just drop it on top of there and you're good to go. Hey Ian, what's going on, sir? Tinkercad had to download the offline version. Oh, do you have to be online to use it? Like you can't, it's not like a program you download. You have to do it like it's a web-based app. And then you could, yeah, I don't know. Oh, you know why? Because we wanted to... There's a way to make another... Like, you actually create another face. I haven't done it in a long time, so I can't remember how to do it. But, like, you would actually... You would just put another face on top of here, and then you could go from there if you wanted to. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like, I'm still, like, learning all this stuff, right? Sure, yeah. Yeah. I don't even know how big this was here. And then you can actually, like if you go to new, you can do in Fusion. I would download Fusion 360 and force yourself to learn some of it. But you could do like assembly design where you actually have like different pieces, and it automatically gives you like some other functions here. Again, I haven't done anything with this yet. You know, you could do it as build joint. You could do a joint. Just a bunch of insert. You could do an insert a fastener if you wanted to. And then it gives you, like, bolts and screws, nuts, rivets, washers, countersunk head. Like, there's just so much you can do. Find this on, sit down for a few hours, watch actual. Yeah, that's what I had to do just to get started because, like, at first I'm like, this is too much. I can't do that. Like, even still, as you can see, like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing with a lot of this stuff, right? I got, like, here, I don't even know how to get back to create. Okay. And if we took, I don't know, let's find out. These two things. Extract that. Say that's 5. Can I just not hit E when I'm in this mode? Oh, finish sketch. Oh, see, like, yeah, that whole thing changes everything. Now I can't use the shortcut for E. I've never popped into this. Very take shape, smash them together logic. Okay. Yeah, see, this won't let me insert fastener. Insert component. No components to joints and design. Before you drive joints, use assemble, new component. And it will tell you how to do certain things too, which is neat. Add to assembly. Yeah. That is something I would like to know how to do as well, because, like, some of the parts that I made before, I'm like, oh man, I would love it if I didn't have to print this all in one piece, and I could they have, like, either friction snaps or joints or whatever in there, or if I could do built-in dovetails without having to do it in the slicer, and just have components where I could just, like, take two things or multiple things and be like, okay, well, my printer's only so big, so I can only print such a big file to begin with. Because sometimes I want to print, like, a longer piece, but I can't. And I don't like using the slicer to do it, because, like, if they're thinner pieces, they don't always work out. Like, I'd like to do, like, a dovetail setup in there, or, you know, whatever, right? So you work on things like this, make me feel more and more like you would like a game called Stationeers, because there's a lot of putting together systems and working things out. Oh, really? That's the one you've been playing, right, Rex? I can sit here, no idea what the heck I'm doing, for hours, and just be like, oh, that was fun, you know? Ooh, what are we making? Hey, Terrabin. Trying to learn a little bit of Fusion. I keep getting, like, screwed up with it, though. I was trying to show Kisker how to do the box with the lid, but then when I went to do the lid, it was underneath the box because it drew on the bottom plane and not on top of the box, even though I clicked on the face, because I should have created the sketch on the face, not the plane, I guess. Now I just want to see if I can do it. Ooh, 50-50. I'll do 50. So now we get a cube. We're like, okay, let's offset the cube. All right, and now we're looking at it. Okay, there we go. Well, here's our cube. Wish I could wrap my head around CAD software. Hey, what's up, cats? What's going on? This is Fusion 360, so I guess kind of. Create a sketch, but we want to. So we don't want to do it plane or the planar face. Yeah, we got a box with a lid. But the thing is, like, because it's not in, like, that design, I wouldn't know how to... Like, this isn't all one body, I don't think. We wanted to move this. Yeah, see, that doesn't move, because that's just the face. It's not taking the whole body. It's all one body now. Same thing, yeah. But we could do... We pull this down by... Yeah, see, that blended in. It didn't just do the outside rim. It made these two pieces together, which I didn't want to do. Because I clicked on... It should be a new body. But see how it's showing they're two different... It's blending them together no matter what. It should have been two pieces, but now they're one, and I don't know why it does that. See what I mean? Like, that's the stuff I need to learn how to do that stuff. The one thing I really do want to figure out is that friggin', like, how to do that. Because I have, if I draw this, that's like the wall, right? And then down here, we have the hinge. And then we have the door. That can go on a crazy angle. But I would like it to be relative to this here instead. You know what I mean? Because this would have to be 10 mils. Almost need like the 10 mils to go across here and versus there. But I gotta figure out how to do that. Watched a client for a bit while they were working on designing the Vikings NFL stadium years ago, and had another client use this CAD to design amusement park rides. Love watching it, can't do it. It's really cool when you can see someone who actually knows what they're doing. It is very neat, and I would love to get into this more. I don't have the time or the smarts or the money to get into something like this. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I think it would be really, really cool. Because yeah, I really like, because it's kind of on an angle, right? This is where the hinge is. Like, pretend that that's just a hinge. Right? That's the hinge there. Right? Let's make this bigger. 40. There's our hinge. And now I need to run that off of that. Right? Like, I need that to be... There's the center. This is the part I need to know, like, how to make that relative, like, this piece here, where the angle is. But it still has to be from here anyways. Not from the center. And that's the tricky part. Because there's got to be a 10 mil gap. So it's not even center. Like, it's more this way than anything. I would love to. I would love to know. And then I need this and the next area to be where the see, this is 10 mils across almost. Not quite. And then the next one would just be basically 10 mils from here. Tommy's getting into stuff. Dusty! When drawing a shape, I think you can hit tab to cycle through the dimensions and actually make them specific. Oh, yeah, so I can do certain things, too. I guess I could try to make, like, a... Yeah, see, I still need that. I need this 10 mil gap is my biggest thing. Because this is where the hinge is. And that's where it's going to rest. So, like, pretend this is the hinge here. This piece needs to rest on top of the hinge. There's going to be a thinner piece on the one side that's just basically a straight down piece. And then on the back, it's actually going to be that 64-degree angle triangle. Bye, Jade. Thanks for hanging. On the back, it's going to be that, like, triangle block. It's just going to be a solid block of plastic. And then this piece is meant to just slide over the hinge, so then the door doesn't wiggle. And then that the staff can easily just pick up and move if they do need to take that piece off, right? But the thing I need to do and figure out is how do I get, like, we have one here and, you know, whatever here. Tab through here. Press pull, move, copy, sketch. Oh, shoot. That's not what I want. No. No, see, I fucked it. I fucked it. I wonder if I do this in like a chain. So we do our first, we do 10, right? And then we do... No, see. What if we work this way? This, I know there's got to be another way to do this. That's the angle I need. Right there. But then I need this and this to make that angle, right? That's my problem. I don't know how to connect this and this. So between this point and then this bar here, instead of going all the way down to here, which it currently is doing. This one. Place first point. I'm gonna have to Google, guys. My brain's cooked. I just don't know the controls. I don't know how to figure that out. There's constraints and all that stuff. Oh, what if I wonder if I can just, like, throw this in here. Right? And then... Nope. It just smushed them. Might be easier to draw some lines at an angle you need than fill in the bottom of the trunk and trim the axis. The only problem is that you lose the constraints. Yeah. That's the thing I don't know. You got equal, parallels, perpendiculars, midpoints. Yeah, see, I don't know what any of this. We could just... Oh, yeah, yeah. You just literally click on these. Touch at a single point. No. That's kind of cool that you can do all that stuff, though. Oh, here's the assemble thing. Add to assembly. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Point, mirror, circular pattern, rectangular project. Anyways, we're gonna do some Googling. We'll figure that out. I'll do some more learning so I can actually do some other things next time, guys. We're gonna just call it here. My brain's like, it's fried. It's fried. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here tonight. If you popped in for either one of the streams, I appreciate you very much. And for the likes and for just being here and being a part of the community and helping make the channel what it is today. It means a lot. I'm not sure if we'll have any streams tomorrow. Maybe Sunday. But definitely we will be back Monday. We will be back Monday, and maybe I'll find a queue. I'm gonna look into this. I'm gonna use Gemini. I use it for so much stuff. How do I do this? This is what I'm trying to do. How do I do it? And it's like, oh, you got to do this. So we're gonna try that. That's it for me, folks. You guys all have a great night. I appreciate the heck out of you. I hope you all take care of yourselves. I'm gonna get some sleep. Okay. Okay. You guys take care. Have good naps. We'll see you soon. Bye, folks.